Hi everyone, this is Natasha. I wanted to share with you something that I put together today, which I thought might be useful for pretty much every household, whether you have kids, active kids or active adults or klutzy husbands like I do. It's a wound care box, and it's easy enough to store in a linen closet, underneath the bathroom vanity, even underneath the bed. But the cool thing is that it's closed, so it stays relatively clean. We have 3 dogs, a cat, and 10 chickens. Granted, the chickens aren't in the house, but still, it's important to keep those sterile things sterile. So I picked up this container at my local Ace Hardware. It's from Homz, H-O-M-Z. It's a clear storage, and it had the lids and the boxes are sold together, but they're stored separately, so you're supposed to match up the lid number or letter to the container letter. I just left that on to show you, and then I'm going to peel it off. And it's a 7.5 quart, or 7.1 liters, 16.25 by 7 by 6 and an eighth, so 41.3 centimeters by 17.8 by 15.6, and it is made in the US, and their site is homzproducts.com with a Z. So there you go, and that's the information. 3410 CLBKT S, and they had different color lids. So these were on sale at Ace, 2 for $7. I picked up 2, one for my craft room and one I knew I was going to use for this. So let me show you what I have inside. You could certainly add other things, and I'll make suggestions as I go through them, but I wanted to show you what I had on hand. Now, my husband had a leg injury, which he is being cared for by a wound specialist because it's taking a little longer than anticipated to heal. So there's a couple of extra things that need to be done to make sure that he doesn't get an infection, which he had been in the hospital for already a couple months ago. So just to make sure everything is nice and clean, I picked up a lot of these supplies at a local Dollar Tree. Really simple, really affordable, so you can stock up. I wouldn't say all of them are from Dollar Tree, but majority of them are, and if they're not, I'll mention where they're not. Like, there's some medicated items that are from pharmacy, which were kind of exuberant cost, but they're necessary for this particular wound healing. But always important is clean, sterile, sealed gauze. These are from Dollar Tree. Each package is $1, and if you have something that needs to be kept clean, and it's important to use these and then toss them away. These are not reusable, so I have a few of them for the next several days. I have a pair of scissors which I disinfected with alcohol, so they're nice and clean, and I keep them specifically in here so they don't get used for anything else, like maybe opening a cat food container. Believe me, that might happen. That's another reason why I have everything in one place. This way, when I need to care for my husband's wound, I could just grab it, or if somebody gets a bad cut, everything's right in one container. So I have some hydrogen peroxide, which is important to have on hand for cleansing. I have out of it hydrocortisone spray, which I need to refill. I have some sport tape to keep any stray edges from wound dressing down. Saline solution. Now it says nasal spray, but it's the same as saline solution, except for it's $1 at Dollar Tree versus I think $3.99 at the drugstore. I have some Neosporin. If you have kids, you would definitely want to invest in some lidocaine spray, particularly if kids are active and get scrapes and bruises. It's easy to care for them that way. And then we have an assortment of bandages. There's some it's raining. Some gauze pads in various sizes. There's also large Flexol bandages that already have antiseptic on them. There's little band-aids. See, this gauze can't be used for anything. My husband opened it and put it in there, but it's no longer sterile since it's out, so I'll just put it in my craft room and play with that. There's one more box of unopened band-aids, and then there's assortment of little band-aids, because when you get a paper cut, you want to make sure that that heals well as well also. So just basic things. Now you can add things as you need, and having everything in one place, you'll know if you're running low on something. So we stocked up a majority of these items, like I mentioned, from Dollar Tree. I think we spent a total of $12 getting some of the tapes, you know, the saline. This particular thing is very specific to his wound. It's a nitrous something. Hold on. Alginate dressing, and it helps wounds that are deep. So you cut a piece for the opening of the wound. I know it sounds gross, but I'm not showing it to you, so at least I'm just talking about it. You cut a piece that's long, just large enough to fill the open wound space, and then you cover it with gauze and tape and seal it up that way. So this is $5. A box of them is $50. So I just bought one, and I have one that I've been using, so it's, you know, right here. So I just cut a piece. That's why I have the pair of scissors. I cut a piece and dress his wound, which I have to do after this video. So fits very nicely. Let me see, where's my lid? The lid pops on and locks on, so it's nice and easy to go. I can label it if I haven't stored face forward or this way, whichever way it happens to be. But now they're all, you know, all in the same place. We had things all over the house in different bags and different bathrooms. This way it's all in one place. So if you want to set one up, yeah, I'm sure you can get one. And I have a little one to go in an Altoid tin inside each of the car's glove compartments. That way, minus the scissors, although you could totally use those tiny little scissors from the sewing kits, also from Dollar Store. So you can amend that way. So there you go. That's what I wanted to share with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you have a way that you store these kind of supplies, I would love to see a response video. So if you'd like to do a video and then come back to this one and in the comments provide the URL link, I would love to check it out. So don't forget to thumbs up. It's free for you and helps me out, and hopefully I'll see some great suggestions from how you store these kind of medical supplies in your household. Thanks for watching, everyone.